Strengthens into a hurricane moving east of the Bahamas. Some flooding is already occurring on Green Turtle Cay off Great Abaco.
And watches and warnings have been issued for much of the Bahamas.
Storm Team 5 Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel tracking Joaquin this evening. Steve?
Actually, some of those watches have been just upgraded to warnings across the northwestern Bahamas, including Grand Bahama and Abaco. And down around Eleuthera, those were earlier watches. This storm is impressive on the satellite loop this afternoon, gaining strength during the day. The winds are kept at 85 miles an hour, but the forecast is still for a major hurricane the next 2 to 3 days. Now, the latest coordinates, winds at 85, as I said, is moving very slowly southwest. It is expected, though, on Friday to make a big turn toward the north. So here's Thursday, later in the afternoon into the evening hours. We have a storm very close to San Salvador and Long Island in the Bahamas, the central Bahamas, and then that big turn after that as the front works its way into South Florida, and the trough pushes this and keeps it off our coastline through Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. But a big threat around the Carolinas. A little bit more confidence in the forecast track out day 4 and day 5 now. You'll notice the cone has shrunk quite a bit from earlier this afternoon. That is a Category 2 hurricane across the Carolinas later Sunday, and there's the Monday position, 8 p.m., weakening to a tropical storm once again. The model tracks this afternoon, again, were very good with their agreement out in the next couple of days, but after that there was a big divergence. That has now kind of come to an end. There's real high confidence in this track as it moves up toward the North Carolina coastline early in the day. All right, watches and warnings. For some reason this hasn't updated, but this is all hurricane warnings now from Grand Bahama all the way down through Abaco and Eleuthera. And, of course, we still have the warnings in effect for the central Bahamas, too. So that is something that we're watching. Here's the wind field as it moves into the Bahamas. That yellow area, tropical storm force winds, they graze the Bahamas into Thursday and into Friday. So a big storm for the folks there. Certainly not as significant as some of the others they have dealt with, but it is one that they're all going to have to watch through the week.
And as you just mentioned, hurricane warnings are now in effect for much of the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Green Turtle Cay, one area that probably will experience hurricane conditions, right?
Yeah, we actually have some viewers. They watch us on satellite in Green Turtle, and I believe we have Molly McIntosh on the phone. She is in Green Turtle this afternoon. I was talking to Molly earlier today about some flooding that you've had in that area already, right, Molly?
Yes, we did. We had, with that spring tide, that full moon, we had the highest tide I've ever seen. The water, and plus with the rough ocean, pushed all the water in, and we had water all over. Higher tides, like I said, I've ever seen in 25 years.
So now with the watches and warnings for the Bahamas, are residents taking them seriously? Are they making preparations, or is this kind of a storm where they're like, well, we'll wait and see and watch what happens here?
No, I think people are preparing. I mean, we're cautiously preparing because of this. The high tide is already kind of, this water coming up has got everybody on alert, and we're trying to make sure that we do everything we need to. People are shuttering up some things and making sure that boats are safe and secure, and that people are safe and secure, and everybody's knows where everybody is. We're a small island, and everybody kind of looks after everyone.
Yeah, you're pretty remote out there. Beautiful spot, though. Stay safe, Molly. I know we're going to be checking back with you as the storm, of course, approaches, and thanks very much.
Well, thank you, Steve. Have a good evening.
All right. So we'll keep an eye on it. Right now, it doesn't look like it'll have a big impact on Florida, but definitely the Bahamas and up in the northeast and around the Carolinas.
Right, exactly. All right, Steve, thank you.